Here's what is strange. An attack of collective insanity.
Yeah, strange indeed. Anyway, what's up guys? Control Delicious, welcome back to the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I am incredibly tired. I had a really long day.
A bunch of keys.
Yes.
A telephone. A technological marvel. A number was written next to it quite recently. A fine, educated hand.
Good.
Holmes, this number seems very familiar.
Yes, but let us dial it to be sure.
Anyway, I thought a good way to wind down would be to
Miss,
play some
get
of
me
this.
1313, please. It is Scotland Yard, of course. I'm beginning to understand.
Well, I am not.
Lucky you.
Yeah, same here, Watson. Anyway, so I decided to play this after a long day to wind down, and yeah, I'm gonna record a
Our
couple
man
episodes.
left his sandwich unfinished.
It's gonna be fun. I'm also in the process of starting up a new series that I think that a lot of people are gonna like. So, yeah. Anyway,
This cabinet has a lot of drawers, each marked with a letter. There is surely a great deal of information in them.
that's probably initials.
But we can't open all of them. We must know what we are looking for.
Of course, you can open all of them. There's like
Someone
6
closed
drawers.
the curtain, as though he wanted to maintain his privacy.
Privacy.
This
Good.
armchair is out of place.
Alright. I will call on you this morning, destroy this letter. Ooh. Remove it urgently. Your revelations regarding a man's true schemes are incredibly surprising.
This paper only just escaped the flames.
But who is this note about? And who wrote
Nice
it?
pic.
I will deal with it
pic.
later.
Nice painting. I'm too brainwashed by selfies. Alright, what is this?
This ashtray is worth examining.
Alright. Do we just...
The cigar end is still hot.
So it was smoked recently? Is that it?
This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
And it is not even finished. What a waste.
Maybe they're so rich they don't even need to.
This
finish it.
ash comes from an ordinary, well-known brand of cigarettes. It is still warm. Farley was not alone when we arrived at his secretary's office.
You are thinking of the owner of the cigar.
Yes, the reporter smokes ordinary cigarettes. Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread? That is the characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious
Like Swisher
visitor is a
Sweets.
rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine a cigar lover crushing out such a marvelous smoke before finishing it. Since we saw no one leaving the building, that must point to a secret exit somewhere.
How are we going to find it?
By retracing Farley's steps from the moment before we arrived. Look, this room is teeming with clues.
Alright, let's see. Oh, wow. This is... I don't know why, this looks like Clue, if you guys ever played that board game. There's also a movie on it, but I know the board game. It has all these rooms, and it looks kind of like this. Anyway, I don't think we have enough clues yet, so let's look around a bit more. So it looks like gonna be the deduction for this area, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they're switching up the deductions, making them different. Oh yeah, we looked at this already, right? Oh yeah, this. So we can use the ash and the brush to uncover the stuff. Good. Cool.
I understand
beans.
what you want to do. It's an old trick.
Yeah, alright. What does that say?
I can see what has been written. Please write it down.
Very well, Holmes.
Holmes. Oh, okay. Followed Holmes, prepare elements, bio, D through F. Alright, so that's clearly going to be in that cabinet thing. What is elements, bio? Alright, whatever. So we're looking for our own file? In B, C, D, E, F, G. But H is not in between D and F. Alright. Well, maybe...
The key is still in the lock.
What does that have to do with anything? I guess it's interesting. It's interesting, like, realistically, if this were a real crime scene, half of these clues would not mean jack squat.
This book has fallen down from the shelf.
Hey, it's a book on
The
me.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My word! It's my stories about your investigations.
A real investigative reporter must have read them, my dear Watson.
So then he's clearly doing some research on us to try and
My
slander us
adventures
some more.
have fallen from this shelf.
Okay. Pretty messy bookshelf he keeps there. It's like my bookshelves in Skyrim. Because the books stack up so weird when you have a house in Skyrim.
I wonder which drawer the secretary was interested in.
So is D through F, right? It's already like partially open. We didn't even need to
The
find that note.
DF drawer. Of course, the one in the message that we deciphered from the secretary's desk blotter. Closed.
Uh-oh. Alright, so how do we... Does it need a key? Let me see my inventory if there's anything. We have keys, right?
The DF drawer. There are a lot of cards. How to find the right one?
I don't know, search.
No, it is unnecessary.
Can we just do a random one in the middle? Can I just click through all of them until one stumbles upon?
No, it is unnecessary.
What is this?
These blue stains come from an old typewriter ribbon. This card has been removed recently.
Alright, well I guess that was lucky. So, for those of you trying to figure out what to do, just click randomly in the middle. Alright, so it's about the prince. Wait, that doesn't make sense because DEF is neither Prince nor Woodville or whatever his name is. These are bad alphabetizers. I'm confused.
This card has got grease marks on it. The reporter made them. Apparently he's making inquiries about Prince Woodville, too.
But where do you come into all this? Look, if we pull the curtain a little, we can see out into the street.
What does that have to do with anything, Watson? Where do you come into all this? There's also a nice view.
Someone closed the curtain, as though he wanted to maintain his privacy.
I don't know, my curtains are always closed. Alright, anyway, why don't we try out that deduction, I guess, because I feel like we found most of the stuff. So... Oh god, I don't even know how to do this deduction. What is that? Oh, cool. Okay. Looks out the window. No. I think, did he? Yeah, he looked out the window to see us, cause how else? The armchair's in the, I think he pushed it, yeah. And then, oh, it's like in the order of stuff that happens. Alright, I feel ya. He forgot to lock the door. I feel like he was more in such a rush that, yeah, okay. So, yeah, he sat opposite him, clearly. He dropped the... Okay, he needed info from the book, or... I think it was an accident, yeah. It wasn't by accident. Yeah, it's the last one. He was in a hurry, you know? You know?
Farley consulted a card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be.
That's interesting. So, I feel like, was the visitor the prince? Because he's clearly rich, he might be interested in cigars, and he would have reason to be snuck out. Alright, so, yeah, this area is really
Perfect.
out of the beaten path. So, I guess the bookshelf. So, let's check it out.
Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet. This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
Wait, what? That's like... Okay, so it's actually not that hard.
There we are. It is simplicity itself. Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. I mean, he's got a secret contraption. Watch it be like a sex dungeon. That is what I
Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This hat was almost certainly abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet, but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance,
What?
and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
That's it? We're not even gonna look in the sex dungeon? But I wanna see the sex dungeon. I wanna see some like hardcore BDSM stuff. Find out that this journalist is a freak and just like expose
Let's
him.
hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work alone, Holmes.
Oh.
As you wish. Take your time.
Wait, so...
I will examine this hat at my work table.
Wait, I thought Watson was doing it. Alright, whatever. I guess he's off doing something else and we're I can't talk, examining this beautiful hat. Alright, put her there.
This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy.
Yeah, because there's also the cigar, so he's clearly wealthy. So I guess there's gonna be like some secret stuff in this hat. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's check it out. 6 cents.
Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor.
Awesome. Awesome. I think we could have assumed that, but okay.
Slight scratch marks.
That could have been just from it falling, I guess. Hypothetically.
Slight scratch marks.
Maybe not.
The man wears glasses, and whenever he puts them on, he grazes the sides of his hat. This would suggest that he is educated and long-sighted, rather than
Just because
short-sighted.
someone has glasses, they're educated? I don't think that's
This hat
true.
was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey.
Maybe in those times, but, you know, not today.
His hair is graying, and judging by the odor, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s.
Okay.
Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
Oh my gosh, so many of Holmes's like things
I have found my file. I must place it on my
are
work
such
table.
stretches and don't even make sense when you think about them, but he's always right. Hey!
You have been a great help, dear Toby.
Toby!
I'll ask Mrs. Hudson to send you up some fine giblets.
I was you not too long ago. Was he there the whole time? I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh. I hope he wasn't there the whole time, because that clearly shows I'm not attentive. Good lord, do we have to investigate? Okay, so we need to. So he's got a cigar. Glasses. I don't think his hair is gray, because his beard is not. Let's see. The wedding ring's on that finger.
That's not right. Stop.
Oops. Wait. So he's smoking a cigar. Actually, I'm gonna end this part off here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll continue this part of it next time, and yeah, see y'all later.